Hey, my name is Musashiii from LowLandLions, and today I'm going to be doing some commentary on a tournament game I play with the LowLandLions team with Blisp and LoveSheep. Blisp on Thorn, LoveSheep on Grimrock, and me, Musashiii, on Harbinger. So without further ado, let's get into the games and do some commentating. See you there. In this round we play versus Stalker, Engineer and Alchemist. Alchemist, of course, for us a good target to go on with our pull into Shadowbolt combo, pull from Blisp. Let's see how it goes. So first thing, Blisp gets in-capped, but at the same time he's pulling the Alchemist. So normally for me, my job is to give him a Shadowbolt, and we get some decent burst damage off in basically the first few seconds of the round, which gives us a big advantage in most games. However, I decide to Blood Grip the Engineer and then do my Blood Grip into Shadowbolt combo on him, which isn't a bad combo at all, but taking into account that he still has his shrink, it's not going to work out, and he's going to shrink me. So now, without making like a big mistake, I already we kind of fucked it up, because Blisp is losing like 50% of his health here, simply because he got conk shot and a Stalker was M1ing him. And we didn't put any counter pressure down, because the only thing I hit was my Blood Grip on the Engineer. I should have Shadow Bolted the healer here. So yeah, it didn't work out perfectly, and we got punished for it as well. That's unlucky. So let's see, LoveSheep throws down his ward, tries to silence the Stalker. Because the Engineer spaced aggressively, I put some counter pressure on the Alchemist. Works out decently. Now the pull from Blisp comes, and this is a perfect opportunity for us to get even on the health, because we are behind in health massively. The only character of the opponent is the Alchemist, who tanked a bit, and we are already at Blisp is on cap heal, and I lost 30% of my health already. So we gotta do some damage on the Alchemist. Works out decently. Right now, we feel like we have to chase this Alchemist. We pulled him. Even though he got Shrink and Stalker's Cloak, we still decide to tunnel him. So I put my EX Silence down. I use my Nether Shift and my spacebar. Now Thorn spaces in, uses his Thorn Roots. So as you can see, we used everything we have, all our defensive abilities, just to get close to the healer. Right now we are close, but the Engineer is ulting us, so that's enough pressure to get us away from his Alchemist. So we kind of failed on tunneling the Alchemist there, and we're gonna get punished for it as well. Right now we are forced to having M1 fights with an Engineer and a Stalker. We used all our defensive abilities, so we're gonna pay. We're losing a lot of health here. We're trying to slow them down with our EX abilities and stuff like that, but it's not really working. We're also missing our pools, so there's not any counter pressure on their healer. Right now we just have to play defensively. Farm ultimates. Blisp already got his ultimate. LoveSheep is close to his ultimate, and see if we can get a pull on the Alchemist, or punish any kind of mistakes. Okay, so we try to get away. Works. Okay, there we go. Engineer spaces in. You could say he wants to kill us because we're low HP. He tries to chase us, but in our eyes, it's just a mistake. He used his basically his only mobility next to Shrink, his movement ability. So we're gonna punish that. Let's see how it goes. Blisp immediately throws down his roots. We notice this spacebar. I cast my Shadowbolt. LoveSheep starts casting his ultimate. -8, -64. He lost 80% of his health basically, just because of that one bad space. Now Blisp is also pulling in the Alchemist into the roots, so this is like a perfect turnaround. We lost a lot of health, but still we're coming back from basically one mistake from the Engineer. Now it's just a matter of staying alive and putting some damage on the Engineer, and there we go. LoveSheep finishes it off with a Claw Flurry, and now it's just me having to stay alive against the Stalker, which works out perfectly, especially because of the pull of Blisp. So there you see. We lost it. In the beginning we made a mistake. At the end, we used too many cooldowns to get close to the healer, but we didn't put enough burst on him, and we got punished for it. But at the same time we fell back, waited for our ultimates, and punished the Engineer for his spacebar. So let's move on to the next round and see what happens there. So in the last round, we saw what happened if we didn't pull off our grip into or pull into Shadow Bolt combo correctly. We kind of got punished for it. But now in this round, I want to show you what happens, you know, if we don't get forced into playing really defensively. So at the start of the round, nothing special happens here. We're just zoning a bit, you know, we hit our abilities, but no big bursts come out. NG got punished, kinda, but he spaced back, so he's not in a big situation here. Now, Bliss pulls the Alchemist here, simply because he sees the Stalker, and the Alchemist reacts with that by throwing down a heal or a Clarity Potion. Now the Alchemist gets pulled, and this is where we pull off our combo. Shadow Bolt, you know, and this is the moment where we chase. And basically they didn't make any big mistakes, like a Stalker gets CC'd, but you know, that's not a big mistake. We just forced the Alchemist into a really bad spot with the Bliss pull. And you know, right here we're just gonna chase it out, tunnel the healer, and get a kill, nice and clean. So without the opponent making any big mistakes, they got punished pretty badly. And you know, this is also the strength of our comp, I would say. You know, having double pull, even triple pull, you could say, if you count the Grimgrol gate, if I'm correct. And yeah. It's just a sad story for the Alchemist. So this was a quick round just to, you know, kind of show off what our qualities are. So let's move on to the next clip and see what happens there. So this is the last round in the tournament game. This is the semi-final of some Pro Cup, I believe. It's 4-4 in rounds, so, you know, it's a tight one. So let's see how it goes. First thing we do, we get a pull on the Alchemist. I didn't use my Shadow Bolt on the Alchemist because it was already hitting the Engineer. So, you know, not the full potential, but not a bad start anyway. Okay, so now Lawsheep is kind of getting destroyed by the Stalker, and the sooner... Yeah, there he goes. He puts his ultimate down. So right now, Lawsheep lost a lot of health, and if you look at the opponents, they still have, you know, next to full health, so we're in a bad spot already. You know, simply by letting the Stalker M1 our healer too much, getting down his ultimate, and right now Lawsheep is in a really bad spot. You see there the sleep on me. I can't help Lawsheep, and he's still losing HP. Luckily, he can portal away, and Bliss gets a pull off, so they're kind of slowed. But right now, we're in a really tight spot, and we need to do burst damage on somebody really soon before Lawsheep can't kite them anymore, because he used his portal, he's using his ward, he used his Claw Flurry, which is also a movement ability. So, you know, if they decide to focus Lawsheep now, it's gonna end really badly. So, you know, Bliss got his ulti, I got my ulti. So this is, you know, the time to, you know, wait for one little mistake and punish it. So we see the NG use his spacebar. You know, as mentioned before, it's next to his only movement ability. So, you know, we figure we have to use our ultimate simply because Lawsheep is too low. We can't wait for a more perfect opportunity. We have to use it right now. So there we go. Lawsheep is gonna die, but because we pop our ultis both, like there's a root wall and I'm in my god mode, you know, we managed to get the counter kill, which is really clutch. Like, it was really close on that one. If we wouldn't have killed him at that point, like exactly that second, it would have ended really badly. Right now it's about, you know, probably just killing the healer. Stalker has ultimate though, and the healer as well. So if they would combine that perfectly, like wait for me or Bliss to use their Nether Shift or Torn Roots, you know, it could end really badly. But the Stalker has a pretty big life deficit. I see the Stalker wants to go into Bliss. He has to, because otherwise Bliss is gonna destroy the healer. So I'd figure I'd just throw down an EX there and do a double silence, and that kind of seals the deal. So yeah, I think we've seen you know, a lot of different things. We saw how we lost a lot of health and got punished for it, or we got punished for not doing the right combos, and we had to play really defensively and wait for a good opportunity to use our ultimates. After that, we saw a clip where we just had really good, you know, pulls, and we managed to kill the healer really quickly, just a really, you know, quick and flawless kill. And in the last clip, we saw, you know, kind of a desperate ulti move. Like me and Bliss both used our ultimates kind of desperately, and it worked out really well. You know, because the NG used his space at that same time. You know, You could say it's lucky. I don't know. Maybe it was a bit of luck, of course. Always, there's always luck involved. But that was kind of it. I hope I can release more of these kind of commentary things, videos, clips. So let me know if you liked it or not, what you would like to see, if you want me to look at other things or want me to just look at the players from the player's point of view, stuff like that. I don't know, I'm open for anything. This was my first video, so let me know what you think, and hopefully I'll see you soon.